With Donald Trump now in his second term as president, his administration's stance on technology and immigration is already making waves. One of the most pressing questions is how the export of information technology software, IT software, to the US will be affected by his policies. Trump's administration has signaled a renewed focus on skilled immigration, emphasizing the need for competent people to enter the United States of America. Now, this is particularly relevant for professionals in the tech sector who rely heavily on H-1B visas to work in the US, Indian tech professionals to be specific. In a recent press conference, Trump highlighted his belief that America should welcome skilled professionals who can contribute meaningfully to the economy. He stated, and I quote, "I like both sides of the argument, but I also like very competent people coming to our country," unquote, suggesting a potential boost for high-skilled immigration that could benefit Indian IT companies significantly. Now, this aligns with the sentiments from industry leaders who argue that while any adverse immigration ruling could impact Indian professionals, it may not necessarily harm the IT services industry as a whole. However, amidst this optimism lies a cloud of uncertainty. Many IT professionals are left wondering whether they should be concerned about Trump's America First policy. While some experts believe that changes to the H-1B visa program, like raising salary thresholds, could have minimal impact on Indian IT firms due to their adaptive strategies, others have warned that increased scrutiny and regulatory changes could complicate matters for foreign workers, including Indians. Moreover, the tech industry must navigate a complex landscape influenced by tariffs and trade relations. As Trump aims to balance his domestic agenda with international trade agreements, experts suggest that sectors beyond IT may feel more immediate effects from tariffs imposed on goods exported to the US. And that raises questions about how tech companies will adapt to these challenges while continuing to innovate and compete globally.
President Donald Trump on Wednesday directed prosecutors to criminally probe state and local officials who resist, obstruct, or fail to comply with his immigration enforcement efforts. That's according to a memo seen by Reuters, written by the Deputy U.S. Attorney General. Reuters politics editor Scott Malone explains.
It's an escalation of the use of the Justice Department's criminal investigative power. Obviously, people who are living in the country illegally or people who are employing those people illegally have always faced potential criminal investigation. This adds a new category of people who could face investigation, which is city and state officials, some of them Democrats, some of them in very heavily Democratic constituencies, and some in communities that have declared themselves to be sanctuary communities that didn't want to go along with federal immigration crackdowns, and warning them that they too could face criminal consequences.
California's Attorney General Rob Bonta, a Democrat, dismissed Trump's directive as a scare tactic during a Wednesday interview on CNN. Still, it sets up potential confrontations with local officials in so-called sanctuary cities.
The first Trump administration, they came out of the gate very quickly with some policies that very quickly ran into opposition in Democratic cities and states. And this is a sign that they're trying to plan ahead, and they're trying to eliminate things that could serve as barriers.
Shortly after taking office, Trump declared illegal immigration a national emergency.
All illegal entry will immediately be halted.
A U.S. official said on Wednesday that the military would send 1,000 additional active-duty troops to the southern border. In Mexico, authorities have begun constructing giant tent shelters in the city of Ciudad Juarez to prepare for a possible influx of Mexicans deported under Trump's plan.
And now we have Kanishk Gaur, technology and policy expert and founder, India Future Foundation, joining us on the broadcast here on Global Lens. Kanishk, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us. You know, the questions have been asked even before the Trump inauguration. What will happen to immigration? What will happen to H-1B visas and consequently Indian tech professionals? And those questions, those concerns have been exacerbated with the first set of executive orders from Trump.
See, Trump is open for outsourcing primarily on technologies which require people with specialist skills. And he sees India as an ally. We have seen that in the new year, in 2025, there'll be more than 600 plus US companies which will be setting up global capability centers in India to deliver services to US. So India is one of the countries where you would find plenty of talent and a lot of H-1B visas which are applied by US companies like Deloitte, Ernst& Young, Cognizant Technologies, and other companies which are in the non-tech space as well. So there's an opportunity here as well because we're talking about building partnerships. And during the Biden administration, there was also a partnership on critical and emerging technology sharing. And just before the Biden administration went out, they delisted 3 or 4 key Indian establishments from the sanction list, which included Bhabha Atomic Research Center. So we are also talking about nuclear cooperation. So these are some of the advanced technologies where work is happening. And we have seen that as part of the CET agreement, which is Critical and Emerging Technology Agreement, India and US are looking at partnering in AI, quantum, cloud, cybersecurity. So those are some of the areas which are there to cooperate. So we would see that a lot of the work which will get outsourced, and there would be specialized people on H-1B visas who would still get opportunities to work in the US. So it's an era of a new US and India partnership. We know Prime Minister Modi and Trump share a great relationship, and he was really looking forward to see how this partnership could be pulled forward. So I think that whatever issues were happening during the erstwhile Biden administration, which was with the separatist Khalistani movement, or issues with respect to some of our neighbors on the west side, those will get addressed better. Even issues like Bangladesh will get addressed, but this would be a new era of partnership. So there is much which is coming forward to enable greater technology sharing and partnership. And you will see companies like
Right.
Tesla, companies like OpenAI coming in India in a big way.
Kanishk, all that's fair. But the fact of the matter is that the H-1B visa program has been the hallmark of the immigration of Indian tech professionals to the US. Those concerns, when you say highly skilled workers only, that reduces the entire set of or number of opportunities that Indian tech professionals have been taking advantage of so far.
See, you need to understand the tech space has evolved. Erstwhile, India was known for outsourcing for low-skilled work. But today, we are seeing people who have patents, people who are running companies. You look at the CEO of Perplexity, who came to India. Now, that's more than a $2 billion company. And he is looking at India being a hub for providing highly skilled workforce. So we are talking about people with skills on AI, skills on cloud. So you will see people who've got patents, people who've got PhDs, people who are specialists in domains getting more opportunities. So the way India was looked at erstwhile as providing low-skilled workforce has changed. And the Trump administration understands that part, that they require people with good skills. And fortunately for India, since there are a lot of top tech companies like Google, Microsoft, who are already looking to make investments in India, right now there is a big opportunity I see with Trump administration coming in and looking at building out some of these plans of AI, $500 billion being invested in AI. Where do you get the people? It's going to be Indians who are specialists in some of these domains. And a lot of them are part of those captive centers in Bangalore, in Hyderabad. Those are the sort of people who will fill in the requirements for the Trump administration to meet its goal.
But Kanish, quickly, what do you make of that clash between Elon Musk and Sam Altman? Elon Musk saying that there's not enough funding for that entire program.
See, Elon Musk is in a conflict of interest with Sam Altman because of whatever has transpired in the past. So any project where Trump does not involve Elon Musk or does a separate agreement involving Sam Altman, and the founder of Oracle, Larry, or with SoftBank Holdings CEO Maya Sun, that would be something which Elon Musk will not appreciate because he wants to be the first person to grab hands. And mind you, he's part of the government. But Trump is a person who knows how to balance responsibility and ensure he still builds a partnership with other tech leaders globally. So that's something which is there. This is, I would say, healthy competition because
Okay.
both of them are openly criticizing, but it also opens an opportunity and a challenge for the new partnership on AI to prove that there is potential
Okay.
and they do have the money and the wherewith to set up the new project. And Trump has given them a sign off.